Have you tried Hinge? You might be able to meet someone. Have I tried Hinge? Please, please, Hinge has tried me. I've spent so many years, gone on so many dates with people who are not for me. And I've been forcing this because I just want connection and I want partnership and I love people so much and I have so much love to give. But Hinge is not giving me any love back. Designed to be deleted, designed to put you in therapy. That's what Hinge is. Yeah, Hinge, marketing peeps, you can take that from me. You can use that for your next campaign, okay? That'll probably get you really far. That'll go really far on social media. And how do I know that? Because I work in marketing and I know what people want. And what people don't want is to be berated by people on Hinge. And then to not get messages back from people on Hinge. And then to match with people who are clearly so not compatible with you on Hinge. Because you have to pay for it. And if you don't pay for it, you're not actually gonna get true matches. So no, I do not want to go back on Hinge. Thank you though, I've tried.
Gentlemen, groundbreaking news. Women have found out that dating apps don't work. Have you heard about that one before? I mean, next thing you're gonna tell me is that dating sucks and dating is not that good all throughout. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time here, I'm a 4,000-year-old mummy, and I'm good at two things: making fun of harpies and chewing bubblegum. And I'm all out of bubblegum, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get started. Please like and subscribe. And we're gonna get started with this one, guys. All the women you're gonna see in this video are struggling with dating, even though they themselves admit that they've gone on hundreds of dates, but they still cannot find Prince Charming on a white horse. Yeah. So pretend as though you, as a man, have more than two options, and let's try to empathize a bit with these women that have hundreds. All right, let's get started with this one.
I have been single for nearly 7 years, so how do I stay so positive about dating? Someone asked me this recently. Let me tell you. I believe, know, and accept that I cannot force finding the right person or the right relationship. So I have just let go of needing to try and control it. For me personally, coming off of dating apps has been really, really helpful. I have decided to just have trust and faith that what is meant for me is meant for me and it won't pass me by.
Trust the process. Well, guys, let me pull this up again, because as you may have seen if you're watching the video, and if you're not watching, don't worry, she's a woman with hand tattoos. Indeed, you guessed right. I know, Hidan, they all are. Exactly. Isn't it interesting, guys, how all these women, well, not all, you know, but most of them that are whining about not finding a partner, they all have hand tattoos. You know, it's a bit of a coincidence because you don't see many loyal, traditional, old-fashioned, moderate, beautiful and charming women complaining about dating. You know why, guys? Because they are married. Women are like parking spots. The good ones are always taken. You know, so again, you don't see many good women making TikToks about why they can't find that person. They just pick good and they find him. The ones we have complaining are coincidentally, maybe, you know, the ones who always have hand tattoos and a body count larger than your bank account number. So with that being said, guys, let's continue. And by the way, guys, this woman has skinned a poor little snake to make this shirt, which I'm against.
I'm human. Of course, I have moments where I miss intimacy, where
I'm only human.
I want to hug, or where I'm in an experience that I wish I was sharing with a romantic partner. But what I do in those moments is catch myself in that thought and realize that it's not making me feel good. And then I tune into the feeling of what it would be like to have the person that I want to be with me right now. And that really turns everything around. I love myself. I know my worth.
So she has imaginary friends, is what you're telling me. Oh no, I do this and I do that and I tune into the feeling of imagining being with what I think is. So you just have imaginary friends, right? You're sitting at home drinking boxed wine and you pretend as though there's someone there that cares. Look, we all have our methods. Men usually just rub one out and the loneliness is gone. But, you know, you want to have imaginary friends, that's alright.
I know what I have to offer, and I know that I won't settle for a relationship
There you go,
that doesn't
queen.
add to the already beautiful life that I have created for myself.
Hey guys, her life is so beautiful. She has to imagine that people care about her. It's so beautiful. And it's always the I know my worth girl. Why is it, guys, with the people that always know their worth? Why is it that nobody else can see their worth? You know, it's so funny, guys. It's like someone bragging about his car and bragging how amazing it is, but then he has it for sale for like 12 years and nobody even calls him. The same with these women. Oh, I know my worth. I know my worth. But then nobody wants to be with them. Nobody wants to... Yeah, all right.
So instead of focusing on what I cannot control, I focus on what I can control. My friendships, having adventures, my relationship with myself, my niece and nephew, my business. And when I do that, I really don't feel like I'm missing out. You cannot force someone else to love you or someone else to be in a relationship with you, but you can learn to deeply love yourself. And it's the love I have for myself and my life that keeps me hopeful.
So, sorry, guys, it ends abruptly. Just like that. There you go. Now, I have to disagree. You can force people to love you. In fact, I have a few goth girls in my basement that love me very much because otherwise they will not get fed. So I disagree with that, but there you go, guys. A bit of a hopeful message. You're struggling in dating. Just know your worth, things. But now, guys, let's move on to this other one. Holy macaroni, guys. We have Miss Piggy over here. If you're not watching the screen, don't. Okay, let's get started.
I've just paid $1.99 on Bumble to unlock and view all the people who've liked me. And I'm not saying that I'm a 10 out of 10, look at me. Like, not a scrap of makeup on, heavily filtered. But, oh my god, I've been humbled. I have been humbled, and I just look at these men and I think, in what world? In what world? It's unacceptable. Anyway, I'm gonna die alone, so...
Yes, you are. But outside of that, guys, you know that a person is fat and they have to breathe as if though they just ran a 10-mile marathon when they talk. I got humbled because... Dude, why do you breathe with your open mouth so much like you were running on the treadmill for 45 minutes? You're just recording a 30-second TikTok. My hell are you fat? Cut on the Cheetos and you may find someone. And also, you know, from all men, remove that pig piercing out of your nose. Please, holy crap. That bullshit tattoo, get it removed. Well, you haven't won the genetic lottery to begin with. But look, we don't choose that. Okay, we all got what we were dealt with. Not everyone can be as beautiful as my viewers. But look, if you're not extremely physically appealing, please don't put a ring that they put on the noses of pigs to not dig in the shit, alright? How about you do that to increase your chances? If you remove those glasses and maybe try for something more shaped to your face, holy crap, guys, those glasses take 50% of her face. What are you, looking into my soul or something? Probably not. But now, guys, with that being said, let me not get too personal with this one, guys. Let's move on to the last one that is not specifically dating related, but I wanted to comment on it.
I just got to my car. How the fuck am I... This is my car. How the fuck am I supposed to get out of this? What the actual fuck is wrong with people? Okay, real shit. Hold on. I'm gonna post this. What do I do? I mean, I have like a little bit of room in the front. Holy shit, it's hot in here. Should I write like a really mean, hasty, like, letter? Their car is literally touching my car. People are fucking idiots. Holy shit.
So she didn't show the front of the car because we all know how she has like 7 feet in front of the car. Get out of there, most probably. But, you know, guys, let's not get picky. I mean, it's a miracle that this woman has been able to parallel park without destroying the 2 adjacent streets to where she's parking. So, you know, there's that. And I'm getting a recommended, guys, and I'm going to do something a bit ugly visual-wise, but I'm going to extend the scene just so you can see the recommended video that I have, because the editing app is broken, so I just gotta do this. I'm gonna extend it like this, guys, just so you can the other TikTok that is being recommended to me from this very same creator. There you go. This woman has operated boobs, guys, as you can see on the top image. And let me tell you, my parents got divorced in 2009, and they are still more together than this woman's boobs. What the shit is that? You can see her necklace dropping in between her boobs. There's like there's place for me to parallel park in between those boobs, right? Holy crap, guys! Modern women and the operations. What in the hell are those boobs? They look like, I know. They look like two mountains with a valley in between. But guys, I'm commenting too much on women's looks. Let me back. This is what I have to do, guys, because my editing app is down. Oh, we're having technical issues. Well, you better fix them, you motherfuckers. I'm paying for the app. But regardless, guys, why don't we stop cussing and move on to our article stories? I have two very short ones. Well, one is short, the other is long. So let's get started with the short one. There's a winner joke there, but I'm going to let you come up with it. So let's start with the short one. My dating life will be so much easier if people just said what they meant. Alright, guys, let's play the good old game of trying to guess this person's gender. Is this a man or a woman writing this? I love this game. And I already have my bets, right? And I bet it's a woman, right? But let's read. I'm so tired of trying to decode mixed signals. Someone will text me back quickly for days, then suddenly take hours to respond, and I'm left wondering if I did something wrong or if they're just busy. Or they'll say they had a great time on a date but then seem distant when planning the next one. Why can't people just be direct about their interest level? How do you navigate dating when you're terrible at reading between the lines? Well, bets on the table, guys. Place your bets. Is it a man or a woman? 3 seconds left. Now my guess, just when I read the title, was that it's a woman. And it is, because of this thing right here. Then seem distant when planning the next one. So we all know the last time a woman planned a date was in 1946. So yeah, this is a woman, right? How did I know? Because there are no man will say such a thing. Oh, dating will be so much easier if people just said what they meant. It's like so naive, and this woman is so entitled to even want this thing. Oh, life will be so much easier if people were honest in dating. Yeah, no crap. You know what will make life easier? If instead of rain, the water rain, it rained burgers. You know, that will also make life more enjoyable. But it's just so naive and childish and stupid. Oh, you know what will make life easier? Why can't we get a lot of protein from Cheetos? You know, oh, life will be so much easier if smoking cigarettes will make me fit. Like, what are those demands? You cannot expect people to just say what they mean and be honest. What is that childish approach? But anyway, gentlemen, case in point, guys, I have the next article that is so good because this woman is not clear about her intentions at all. I've read like one paragraph of this. So here's the case. I sent a polite rejection and he seems angry. Should I be scared? Female 27, male 27. Went on one date. It was actually a good first date. The whole time I was thinking I can't see myself with him, but I did my best to have an open mind. There were some red flag comments he said, but overall he was attractive and conversation flowed, so tried my best to enjoy it. We kissed by the end of the night. The kiss made me realize I didn't feel a spark. Oh, the good old spark. So in other words, he was not 6 feet tall, most probably. I agreed to a second date though, because I figured I should give him a second chance since the date was fun enough. So already this woman is extremely flaky. It's like she's sitting at the table thinking, I don't like this man. But then she kisses him. But then she's like, no, I didn't feel a spark. But then she's like, okay, let's go on a second date. But then she's like, I probably shouldn't do that. And then you have this one woman here, guys. Why aren't people more honest with their intentions? I hear. But as the second date approached, there she's changing her mind again. I found myself dreading any time his name popped up on my phone. Texting him back felt like a chore. I knew deep down I wasn't into him, so I sent him a soft rejection text, cancelling the date and offering to be friends instead. Because, yeah, I don't like you, but, you know, a bit of validation wouldn't be bad. He took up my offer for friendship and we went out for a platonic dinner. Sad. So there you go. Oh, I dread texting this man. Oh, you're paying for a free meal? Hell yeah, sign me up. Guys, never be friends with women you have an interest in. As you can see, she doesn't like this man at all, but oh, let's be friends so I can get some likes on my Instagram posts. And so, hey, if you want to pay for a dinner, hell yeah. Evening was fine, but I still felt our personalities didn't jive. He wanted to walk me home after, but I lied where my apartment was. My instinct told me to not let him know where I live, so he just knows the general area. He continued texting me frequently after, and trying to make plans every chance he could get. It felt like he was still trying to court me, maybe hoping I'd changed my mind and date him. He tried making plans another 3 times. I used the busy excuse and was very dry in my texts back to him. I was getting a lot of anxiety from his texts. He wasn't getting the hint, so I very politely said I think I'm not what he's looking for. I hope he can focus on pursuing others. He gave me a snarky reply asking why we can't be friends and basically told me to F off without explicitly saying that. I ignored. We live in the same small city, like a mile square. A mile square city, guys. What city is that? Is that Lazy Town with like Sportacus and all the other misfits? A square mile city, guys. How is that even possible? Is that a city in Antarctica where there are like 3 igloos or something? Holy crap, guys. I think that 13th century peasants had bigger villages than a mile square. I'm nervous, this person says. If I made him angry, he will try to stalk me. Maybe because I watch too much crime documents. I mean, I'm not mocking her. We've all had that time where you're watching crime documentaries at 3 a.m. in the morning. Then you poop your pants on the way to the bed. Understandable. Relatable experience. He gives me slightly unhinged vibes. Looking back, I had a bad gut feeling about him the moment we met. This all happened within the span of a few weeks. Anyone ever in a similar situation? Am I just being paranoid? Yeah, better let go of the crime documents, right? But I don't know, guys. What do you think? I think that if you live in a mile square city, first off, how is it possible that he only knows your general area? He doesn't know where you live exactly. Dude, your whole city is your general area. It's a mile long. He can probably peep through his window and see you, alright? And see where you live. And see you taking a shower as well. But guys, we'll be leaving the video right here. I don't think that this woman should be concerned about this man. He's probably a bit upset because you let him on, basically. But he'll go over it, you know. I think this woman should be more concerned about how I sleep beneath her bed every night without her noticing. You know, I think that should raise more awareness. But guys, for now, I'll leave you off here. Thank you for watching. I hope this video entertained you. Thank you for joining me and Ampu. He sends his regards and he pats you on the back as well. Because a lot of you guys are patting Ampu in the comments. Well, he pats you on the back as well. Because you're a nice lad. If you're a nice lad, guys, what better thing to do than show it and like and subscribe? Am I right, fellas? Guys, see you next time.